Good morning. I'm naked. And I couldn't sleep. And I'm craving cookies. I'm always craving cookies. It's the way of all the world. Anyways, there's the heater. It's cold. There's no heat in here except for this little itty bitty guy. Anyway, since I couldn't sleep, I thought, why not do a test video maybe? An introduction to the website perhaps? And the first words I thought of were, I'm naked. And then I thought, well, you know, disclaimer. Who doesn't like a disclaimer? Besides, you've always got to have a sense of humor. What's the point of life? That itself is funny. You've always got to have the funny. So anyway, not knowing how much time is left on this little itty bitty camera, let's get started. I don't know where to begin. Where should I begin? I don't know. Well, I suppose to a degree it's all about me? No, silly. It's not about me. It's about my expressing me in my concerns, in my passions, and my loves, in my compassion. That probably sounded perverted to you freaks out there. Some of my words don't come out quite right. But the whole point, and forgive the sound of this because of all the words I've just said, is to honor God, to honor Jesus Christ. And I guess there's a good start right there. So, my name is Jeremiah. I hear voices. I talk to myself. And I believe in God, and I will not apologize for any of that. But, to be fair, in hearing voices, in seeing things, I want to make clear I'm not psychic. I don't know who's standing in line at the grocery store. I don't know the color of Marilyn Monroe's underwear when she died, or if she was wearing any. Why that came to mind, I don't know. I'm quite random, but going back to explaining this, I'm not psychic, but I am schizophrenic. If it's not a medical misdiagnosis. And it's probably not. But because I don't know the name of the actual website when it's completely published, I can't say the things I would say regarding its name. Because I'm flat broke, haven't got a dime to do anything with, and I've still got to pay for the domain name, tons of trademarking and copywriting and business licenses and all that. And here's the thing, I'm not trying to get rich or anything like that. I really want all of my books to be completely free online, with the exception that the physical body of that book be the only thing you pay for. And I'm hoping to also do an entire audio to every single one of the books. Which books? Give me a second here. I can't see what this camera's going to be looking at, and to forewarn you, the house I live in is like falling apart. So if you see like cracks or the ceiling falling, don't worry. It would be condemned, except that nobody knows about it. So give me a second. My artificially created wall with my reminder of what I'm working on. Oops. So there you have it. The different books. They're available on Amazon, who may or may not be paying me. I do not know. But a lot of people have my books on there, and I didn't get any money for it. So, swinging back. I'll probably possibly have to edit that out. I don't know what visually made it there, what did not. If the audio is up and down, I apologize too. Usually my voice is a little mundane, if not, what's the word? Oh, well, I'm not in stereo, I'll say. Usually when I do the videos or the audio, I have a problem with my audio. I believe this one picks up pretty good. I don't know. What was I doing again? Oh, an introduction to the website. How did I forget that? I don't know. Oh, but yeah, we'd better start talking before we get back into talking to ourselves. That won't look very good for this video. Don't I know it? An introduction. I don't know what else. What else could I say? Oh, I should bring everybody up to speed. So, in the last year, in writing these books, should I go there? Should I go to the beginning? Dude, I do not know. Let's just stick with this so that we can keep our mind together. Sounds fair. Oh, doggies. They hear voices too. They see dead people. All the time. On the toilet. Singing, good. It's weird. What was I doing? Oh. So in the past year with writing these, I was feeling like I might be dying soon. And in all fairness, I nearly did several times. So, I was born RH negative. I've heard they have, I'm trying to say conditional problems. Wrong word. Circulation problems. And come to find out I do. In the past year I've been in the hospital several times with blood clots. And the first time, and I might get some of this a little mixed up, first time I had 3 pulmonary embolisms. That's blood clots in the lungs. And one very large one in my calf. And I barely made it out of where I live to find this out. It felt like my ribs were broke. I was vomiting constantly for nearly a month. I had no strength to walk. I kept going to sleep every few minutes. And one day I could barely even hold up the coffee pot. It was so heavy. And I ain't kidding, I don't think anything ever felt heavier. Which is ironic. But anyway, that was the first time. They put me on blood thinners. And I had a GI bleed, which is internal bleeding. So they put an IVC filter in, that little famous guy that's all over the TV. And I wasn't allowed to go home, ironically, so I had to go somewhere else. And but 8 days after I left the hospital, I couldn't walk, or could very barely move a leg. And it was painful and exhausting to try to get to the bathroom. And I could do it like one time a day, and I was absolutely so exhausted and in serious pain the entire rest of the day. And back to the hospital, and they said, what they say? Oh, after all their tests, that it was acute back pain. Gave me steroids, told me to take them for a week, and then if nothing cleared up, come back. So I'm in extreme pain, nerves in my legs the entire week, and nothing cleared up. The home health nurses suggested I go to a different hospital. Went there, and they found out that I had blood clots from my filter all the way down both legs, and that was why I couldn't move them. Well, I could barely walk while I was in so much pain, and my legs were probably twice the size of my body, swollen. That sounds so sick. Where are we at? So anyway, I was in there a whole bunch more days. They got me all cleaned out. Went back where I was, and within, I think, 2 weeks, I was back in the hospital and had, I might be off on my timing. Had blood clots all down my right leg again. Got me all cleaned up. I left, come back sometime later. I think I'm getting mixed up again. Anyway, I was in and out, and they took my filter back out. I have a stent in my leg to help with the circulation, and the blood testing came back that it is genetic, and some other stuff too, like 3 different causes, and I believe 2 or 3 of them were genetic. So anyway, that's that, and so yeah, the whole point of explaining that, and I apologize, was to say that now, because I have the blood clotting problem and I'll be on blood thinners for the rest of my life, I have to take shortcuts in some of the stuff I do. It takes hundreds of hours to do the books and the audio and the website, and I am not even exaggerating. And I know a lot of people just think I'm lazy or whatnot, but I have studied, the Bible so much, and I've written so much, and all of it has been hundreds, if not thousands of hours, and it required tons of sitting, reading, rereading, writing the books, editing the books, re-editing the books, blah blah, this, that, the other thing. And so with the website now, let me re-explain this. All the books, any scripture in them, I have hand typed, all of it. And it is me looking at my Bible and copying those scriptures. Now with the website, I've had to make it easier for me, and I'm copying and pasting now. So I can't verify that every word is word for word, just to warn you. And I wanted to make sure that that was clear in this intro. I can't confirm everything is word for word because I'm not hand typing it now. Anything on the website I have to copy and paste. I know what I'm looking for, but I have to copy and paste it to kind of speed up the process, so I'm not sitting there hundreds of hours more than I need to, because ironically, my clotting disorder requires me to have a 3.5 on my poor person's chart of keeping my blood thin enough, because if it's a 2 I can clot, which is the normal factor for people I think who've had strokes or heart attacks. That's about where they need to be. Well, I need to be a 3.5, and I'm not trying to exaggerate or brag or nothing like that. It's just I'm trying to explain that, yeah, now I can't really spend as much time on that, and you know, family will still see me sitting almost the entire day. And while everybody thinks I'm being lazy, it's because everything I'm doing and everything I believe in and do because I believe in it requires that much from me. And case in point, with my disorder being genetic, I've used this argument before just because it really drives me nuts. If I go and run for 1 hour, which I couldn't do anyway, not anymore. I used to be an athlete. I'm not an athlete anymore. And I went through that whole alcoholic phase, and that kind of took it out on me too. So anyway, if I went running for an hour, once I stopped, I've still got the same disorder. And I can't run every minute of the day. I can't walk every minute of the day. As soon as I stop moving, I have the exact same circulatory problem. The exact same one. So it does not matter, on the one hand, what I do, because eventually it would catch up. So the thing is I stay on the blood thinners. And because I also take medicine for schizophrenia, I'm also at a constant internal bleeding risk. So it's ironic, you know, this might be my last year. Might be 20 years from now. And I'm so sexy. I'm too sexy to die. But, hey Tay Tay, call me up, girlfriend. But, so I just wanted to, like, point that out. By the way, I'm single. If there's any, let's see, Russian, Gothic, Catholic cowgirls out there. Oh yeah. And if you happen to be Jewish, Russian, cowgirl, Gothic, what was the other one? Japanese? Oh yeah, girl, call me up. What's up? You know it. You know it. Look at it. Look at it. Sexy, sexy. All over the place. Sexy. You know you like. Mommy likey. I don't know if that is enough for this video intro, which is a test, but just to be clear, I'm always like this. So even if it is a test, even if I am having trouble sleeping and being weird, this is me. All the time. I'm cool like that. I'm so cool. Well, I don't want to mention any celebrities' names. What? Oh yeah. I'm on the list. Not the list with the blank spot that can be filled in. I'm not on that list. I'm on a different list. Can't do it. Can't do it. Just can't do it, Captain. I ain't got the eyebrow power. I try. Me no able get eyebrow up like... Ugh. Ugh. It's just not working. What else should I say, if anything? You know, I think for right now, because this is a 20-minute video, according to the little clock on that guy, that's about how much time these videos have with this little camera before it's dead. So I'm going to call it a night. I'll probably still be up for many more hours. But I love you guys. And I mean that. The list of love. You're on it. So God bless you all. Especially if you're my peoples. And you'll see me later. Bad choice of words. Good night, New York. Good night, Australia. Good night, Moscow. Good night, John Boy. Good night, Mary Ellen. Good night, Tay Tay. Good night.